What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Ship Across the Border. My name's Max. I'm here with Chris, and today we have on another one of the teammates. The first kind of like young guy. Actually, no, we had Mike on, but the first returning young guy we had.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Young bull.
I just turned 19.
Younger than me. What the fuck?
Yeah, I turned 19 in August.
But that does. He could definitely hoop. Started last year as a freshman. Had a very good freshman year, and looking to kind of like make that big jump his sophomore year, like we've seen from other people we've had on.
Are you gonna say his name or?
Well, RJ Mayfield.
What the fuck?
It's like croutons in a soup.
Don't turn down any opportunity, whether it's a camp, a clinic, because you never know literally who's watching.
Make your own decision and stick with them and know they're the right decisions, right? And even if they aren't right, don't regret them.
He didn't know creatine existed. So he got some creatine, he's like, oh yeah, lift heavyweight.
Ship across the border. Ship across the border.
Shipped across the border, man.
Welcome back to Shipped Across the Border.
Here, we'll allow you this time. But, yeah. So, just letting y'all know, it's kind of off the cuff. Me and RJ just got out of practice. Today was the second day of official practices.
Yeah.
We didn't practice on the Sunday because I think Coach had something. That's why he probably couldn't meet with the people on Sunday. So, whatever. Second day today. How do you think it's going so far?
I think, we had a good practice today. If coach is happy, I'm happy. That's like my mindset right now. So
I think this may be the first time that he said like that was a good practice today.
no, that was like first time in ever. Like
Really?
I never, like I'm not gonna lie. Last year we had so many bad practices,
Relatable.
like so many. Like it was like we never really had a good practice.
The difference though, I think, is like, I feel like it's not like last year at Madai when like Coach Hack, like we would all be like, yeah, that wasn't a good practice. It would kind of be like energy was low. Here, I don't think the I mean, well, that's because our first 8 practices, or I guess 9, potentially 10, were like people are like trying out and stuff, and so like obviously like when you're trying out, like you're gonna do everything you possibly can to stand out.
I mean,
but
it's like that during the season too.
yeah,
Like
I feel like the energy, like if we have a bad practice, it's not because of energy. Like the energy has been pretty consistent. Like
Then
Yeah.
What is it?
it's kind of like
I mean,
it's just like maybe like mental
Yeah,
lapses,
you're right,
execution, like execution on stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Focus.
it's literally the execution. Because last year we had great energy, like amazing energy.
Yeah.
Just the execution. It's like literally the starters last year used to get like pummeled by the bench, like not pummeled, but like we used to get beat. But that's only because like coach would like make it harder for us. But still, we should be winning since we're the starters and everything. So
Okay, speaking of coach, I have to relay the question from Coach Southhaw. Why can't you go left?
first off, okay, so when I first came into college, like the position he put me in or like the role I was in, I wasn't used to. Like
What position do you play? Because you're like 6'4",
I play forward.
but like
I play forward for here.
you're kind of like one of those tweener guys. Like you can play the dunker spot, but also you can kind of play on the perimeter a little bit.
Yeah, so he just got me like wherever he needs me. I don't care where he puts me. I'm gonna just thrive off of that regardless. But back in high school, I was just a rebound, go back up type of guy. I never like was ever on the perimeter. I was just a rebound defensive dude. Like probably one of the best defenders. I was the best defender on my high school team.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Bay State Academy in Springfield, Mass.
You guys good? Like how's your high school?
Yeah, we were good for our conference. Well, so in Springfield, there's 4 divisions. Actually, there's 5. Yeah. D1, D2, D3, D4, and D5. But they took all the D4 like teams that would have winning records the year before, and then they made it like a whole nother division for them.
Okay, so it's like 6 divisions.
No, they made us D5.
Oh, okay.
So they put us in D5. So technically,
D5
that was like
higher than D4.
Technically, D5 was D3. If you think about it,
That's mad weird. Do they go by
It is
the
weird.
number of students?
No, so
no, they go by school
it's
size.
weird. Yeah, because when I was in Ohio, it was like I went to like a private school in Ohio, but we played in like the state tournament and stuff. So like we weren't in a conference, so we scheduled teams from all the different divisions all over like Ohio, but we played in the Division 4 state tournament because we only had like 400 people or however, 300 people. It was a small like private school. But I feel like in Ohio it's very, very difficult. And like you'll have teams who suck, who are just in a populated area, move up to Division 1. Like we would ass whoop some Division 1 teams and get our ass whooped by like the top Division 4 teams. And like we played like St. Vincent St. Mary's, which is where LeBron went.
Yeah.
It's like a Division 3 or Division 2 school. Like they're not even Division 1.
Bro,
And they're the best. At one point they were ranked in the top like 25 in the nation. Actually last year, so the best team in Ohio is a Division 4 team. It's called Richmond Heights. When I was there, they were ranked like top 15, top 25 in the country. They had like a guy who went to West Virginia. They had like 4 stars, their whole roster like 4 stars and 3 stars, and they were ranked top 15 in the country. And they're a Division 4 team.
Wow.
And they went 29. They went 29. They went 29-0. Scheduled all Division 1, Division 2 high level teams, and now they played like not like on national schedule, and they played in Division 4 state tournaments. They were a small private school.
Yeah,
So,
we was like that. We only had 500 kids in my school,
Yeah.
and then compared to like Springfield Central, they had like probably like between 5,000 and 6,000 kids in that. Yeah,
at Central. That's where
there's a lot. Like there was like 1,000, probably like 1,000 kids per grade.
we have like a few people in the program who went there.
Yeah,
Who have gone
Well,
there, right? That's what I heard yesterday.
yeah. There's a few people who went there. So
All right, so back to why can't you go?
first of all, so like since I wasn't really like I used to do like ball handling drills, but like I only focused on mainly like defense, like blocking shots, worked on my jumping and everything. So like I could go left. Now I can go left. I can go left like fine now. But back like last year I could go left. It just I wasn't confident in my left hand. That's the only thing.
On the scouting report, it was like make him go left.
No.
Right-hand driver, right-hand finisher.
No, literally, it was like
Coach Hack would say.
I'm not gonna lie. I read like some scouting reports. It was like he's a decent shooter, and then like he jumps. That's literally what I read like so many times. Like he's a high flyer, or he could jump, or he rebounds good, great, or it's either good rebounder, great rebounder, decent shooter, or average shooter. Yeah, and that's it. It's nothing like force him one way.
Do you remember that scouting report we got where it was like he likes basketball?
Yeah, last year we got a scouting report, and it's like, you know how like we only had guys in rotation. It wasn't like basketball. It was like, coach. It was like it said likes shots and layups, but like coach, like I guess like elaborate on it more in the. But on the scouting report, it said likes shots and layups, so it's like yeah, he just likes the
He just
hoop.
likes basketball.
It was one of like the bottom guys on like a bottom team in the
They
conference.
had nothing else to say about him. He just likes playing basketball.
That's so crazy. That's messed up.
So before we get into your kind of career, Coach P said that you have a very athletic family.
Yes.
Mayfield family produces hoopers.
Bro.
Talk about that a little bit.
Didn't he say ask him how it feels to be the third best hooper in your family?
Yo, he
That's
always.
disrespectful.
I'm not
Or
gonna
your
lie.
family
He
serious
just
like
he
that?
just says so much. Like he just talks too much.
Brothers, sisters.
So basically, I have a mom, a dad. I have a younger brother. I have 4 sisters. But
Younger brother,
3.
4 sisters.
Yeah.
6 people in the family.
Yeah, but 3 of my sisters are grown, so they live in Hartford with their mom.
Okay.
So, I'm talking about my family here. So, my dad, 6'5", my mom, 5'10". I'm 6'3". My sister is 5'9". Yeah, she's 5'9". My little brother, 6'7".
Damn.
That one's got to hurt.
Your brother and sister who?
It don't, because I'm not gonna lie. He never dunked on me, but I dunked on him. So I don't care. I got that.
Nice.
Oh yeah, he's nice. He's the biggest thing out there, because we're in Western Mass. So
I know you
like,
want to say pause so badly. You were thinking that shit. Keep continue.
yeah. Okay, but he's like the biggest guy out there. Like literally, he's 6'7". There's no one in Western Mass right now that's
Does he
6'7".
play
How
like a
old is he?
big, or does he?
He plays like he has to play like his coach makes him play like a big because he's bigger than everybody.
How old is he?
15. He turns 16 next month.
He's on his James arc, bro. Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Okay, but does he have any guard skills, or he's like?
Yeah, he could. Let me
Like,
think about
there's
that.
a difference between coach playing him at big, which is understandable if you're 6'7" at 15, but like, can he step out? Can he handle
Nah,
a
I'm
little
not.
bit?
He can handle a
Or does he
little
play
bit.
like post hook, like up and under.
No, like okay. When his range is like mid range
So he can
in the
shoot
paint.
mid-range, yeah.
So like if he catch it in the mid range, he can shoot that. I'm not gonna lie, he's a better shooter than me.
In the
I'll
mid-range.
say that.
Really,
Shooter, period.
really. Okay, so
Yes, he always like
Okay, so he has
he always wanted to shoot. So like he was always like that one. I always wanted to dunk.
I think you're a decent shooter. If someone said, "Can Rodney shoot?" Can RJ shoot? My fault.
He couldn't hold it. He couldn't.
I didn't even mean to. If someone asked me, "Can RJ shoot?" I would be like yeah, like RJ can shoot. Like, RJ can knock down open shot.
Yeah, last year was bad.
Like, I don't think you I don't think you think that you're the type of guy that get draw plays come off screens. But I think on a driving kick, you're like 100% confident, and I would be 100% confident with you shooting that. So if you think that he's a better shooter than you, then at 6'7", like I think that he can shoot.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He been shooting. He loves shooting. Like he loves shooting just as much as I love wanting to dunk when I was younger.
Does his coach let him shoot like step out?
No, I'm not gonna lie. He don't. But when he is, we tell him to shoot it. Because I coach his fall league team right now. Me and Adam do.
Really?
So yeah, because Adam went to Pope Francis. He went to his old school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm his brother, and
And you went there too, I'm saying.
No, I didn't go there.
You have that sweatshirt still?
Yeah, that's it. I'm repping my brother.
Oh shit! I thought that was like your alma mater. Okay.
Nah, I'm repping my brother. But yeah, we coach. I'm not gonna lie. I let him shoot. I'll let him shoot that three. He shoot that mid range all the time. His bag is mid range. Once he get in the post, he do a little move up and under. Boom. That's literally all he do, and that's all he needs to do. And he catches mad bodies too. I love it.
Does he have any looks?
I was gonna say, like, is he trying to play college basketball?
Yeah. He don't got no looks yet because he's just starting to show up now. He didn't play that much last year because he was still
Was he a freshman last year or sophomore?
He's a freshman. He's a sophomore right now.
Awesome. So now back to your career.
I was gonna ask we ask everybody this: the driveway 1-on-1s. You and your dad, he can't check you.
At 6'5"?
Heck no. He swear he can't. He can't. But he also got mileage though. That's the only thing.
Like, my dad would compete with me up until I was in high school, and my dad's only played high school basketball, but he's 6'4", and just me playing against him, he just knew how I would play so well that he would just he's not even fast. He just would be at the spot before I would. He knew exactly what I was going to do. He watched me play so many times. But I wanted to ask you, so last year you had a good freshman year.
Yeah.
Came in, kind of did what you played. Obviously, was more of a role player, but definitely had a good freshman year. This year, I know you were talking about. I know Coach definitely told you in your meeting he wants you to kind of be that and he wants to coach you and be a GNAC Player of the Year, GNAC All Conference guy, right?
Yeah.
So last year we had a person kind of in a similar situation. Shout out Daunte.
Shout out 12.
He was our leading scorer last year, and he was kind of came in and was a kind of role player. Started as a role player on that champion. He was more of a guard, but still a guy that gets downhill, dunking on people, high flyer, and he was just a role player, whatever, averaged 7-8 points a game, played his role, really good defender, got rebounds, and then kind of when the older guys graduated, his sophomore year kind of took off and was an all-conference guy. So we've kind of seen that jump. So what are you gonna do? What have you been doing to kind of take that jump?
Well, first off, the main thing I knew I needed to get right was my shooting. I've been shooting for so long, ever since last year. I've been working on my shot, literally. I work my shot with Pat. Pat is in the gym all the time. Shout out to Pat.
I worked with Pat. Hello.
Yeah, shout out to Pat. He's in the gym 24. He's one of the most hardworking people on the team. Okay. So I'm in the gym with him all the time, shooting, doing what I need to do. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been working out too, working out in the gym because when you get stronger, you're a better shooter. For sure. So
people think that if you lift, you become a worse shooter. And if you're in the case of Chris, definitely, because Chris doesn't shoot anymore.
If you're in the case of Giannis Antetokounmpo, then yes, because that dude is
if you're lifting, it's like anything. If you stop doing something, you're not going to be good at it. You're going to lose your muscle memory. So if you lift and you keep shooting, you're going to become a better shooter because you're getting stronger and you're getting more reps.
I still think I can shoot. No cap. Better
you
than
can still shoot.
Better than most of y'all.
Facts. Especially if you're not hooping in college, then I'm taking.
Yeah.
But if you stay shooting while you're lifting, obviously your shot's gonna get better. But if you stop shooting and then you convert fully to lifting, now you've been lifting for 6 months, you haven't shot a basketball. You can't be the lifting fucked up my shot. No, you fucked up your shot by not shooting. You know, I definitely feel like I've got way more range since I was in the gym seriously, especially last year.
You put on muscle size your freshman year? Were you?
I got bigger a little bit, because we was in the gym. We was in the gym before the season and then during the season a little bit. And then after the season, that's when I really started being in the gym. And guys say I got a little bigger. So I was I rode with it. I'm not gonna lie, I did get heavier too. I was 160 last year and now I'm 170. So
10 pounds.
I got a little heavy.
For sure, I agree. But 6'4", 160.
I was 6'3".
You're lucky you'd be dunking on people who have a 40-inch vertical. Because I was 160. Shit was not cutting it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I didn't have my bounce, like I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have bounce if it wasn't for my dad.
What did you do for your bounce?
For my bounce, it's a long story. Not a long story, but so my dad used to work at this community center in Springfield. It's called Dunbar Community Center. It's a church now, but he used to have me after school. I used to go to his job after school, had me doing toe raises, jump straight up in the air, just jump straight up in the air as high as I can. And then he used to have me doing squats.
That John Moran shit.
Yeah.
Literally would say John Morant's hard work, bro.
He had me doing that while all the other kids was playing one-on-one and stuff. He was like, no, you're going to do this. I had to do like 30 each, 3 sets. I did that every day. It's sixth grade, because that's when I started playing basketball. 6th grade, started doing that. I started jumping higher. I was like, ooh. And like I started jumping high like for, what was I? I was like, in 6th grade, I was like 5'2".
How old you, and how tall are you when you threw on your first dunk?
I was in 8th grade.
I'm so mad right now.
Yeah, I was in 8th grade, and was it 8th grade? It was my 8th grade. It was my going into my 9th grade year. So it was that summer. I was playing AAU.
It was in the game?
No, it wasn't in the game. It was after.
I actually watched this TikTok today. These guys like talking about their first dunk, bro. Dennis Smith Jr. got his first dunk.
Oh, I watched that.
12.
Yeah.
That's like grade 6.
I'm like, what?
Some of these guys are getting their first dunks in game.
I mean,
he also has 2 ACLs, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
But
I mean 3, 2 in 1 knee.
at 6th grade, I was 5'2", touching like smacking backboard.
I can't do that right now, so.
So yeah, them drills definitely helped me for real, and they still help to this day. That's why I'm catching bodies now and been catching bodies since.
They said Shaq used to do like 500 calf raises a day.
Bro.
I mean, that's like a myth. I don't know if that's true or not, but like I heard that.
But bro, a little bit of progress is a fucking powerful thing. If you work on something and you see a little bit of progress, like that can really like you can roll with that. You know what I mean? Like that's really motivating. Like think about you when you're in the gym or whatever, and like you're just working out, and then a month in, you're like, yo, this like 145 bench, like I just got like 2 or 3 more reps, like. And you kind of just like fell in love with it.
Yeah, well, I just hate myself, so I just have to get into
This isn't a therapy Chris session. This is RJ. This is RJ.
Wait,
I don't
question.
hate myself. That's just like a competition.
Wait, that question was, when was my first time getting a dunk or in game?
Well, let's do both.
Oh, well, in game, it was during COVID. My mom didn't let me play for like a whole year. I took a year off basketball during COVID. And then my mom finally let me play my junior year because we had like 6 games. So let me play the last 2. First game back, coach put me in. I was at the wing. I took it, drove by somebody, dunked on top of them. I got the video too. I can show you after. But yeah.
Put that clip in.
Yeah, literally.
You're off, bro. Came back at you.
Bro, like if I didn't do those drills when I was in 6th grade, I would have never caught that body.
The first time, I was obviously I've like seen dunk before, but one time I'm like, holy fuck, this guy could fucking jump. Literally the first play of the first tryout, we're doing that 3 the 3-man weave, but the guy shoots a 3 on the wing, and then 2 guys fight for the offensive rebound, and then or whatever, and then come back to the other end. And I boxed you out, and I got the rebound over you, and I beat you, and I took a slow step, and I bumped you, and I put up. I thought I extended it, and you pinned that shit off the top of the
bro, I'm not gonna lie, my recovery is very fast.
You pinned that shit off
very.
Like, fuck, bro. That was, and then it was a fucking. That shit was not set the good tone for the first fucking 1 or 2. I did not have a first one.
My bad. My
I
bad.
was like, fuck. And then, I mean, shit all worked out, but like, I was like, fuck. Like, one, I even created got some contact.
I'm not gonna lie. I know how to.
Court.
I'm not gonna lie. There's so many guys who used to bump me like so bad. Like I remember when I was in high school, like freshman year, this sophomore, he was like the best sophomore, like at the school or whatever. Bro, he drove, bumped me with his shoulder. He even OD'd it. He just bumped me. You know, like you give a little bump to get him off of you. I went flying.
Bro, the guy who we talked about before, Daunte, that was literally his whole double
His
bag.
fucking go-to is just put his head down, bump the shit out of you.
And it's like he just threw it around.
Bro,
so
we
well.
had a play. It was called flat, and like he also didn't really have like a left hand, but he did. But
No, he definitely did. He could finish with both hands.
He finished with both hands. Pause. But like he didn't like to go to his left. But we had this play called flat, and we ran it 7 times in a row against multiple teams to finish the game off. And he was it was literally a screen comes up, he gets downhill, goes to the right hand, and finishes.
That sounds like
teams could not adjust. Like he would just get downhill. And, like,
that sounds like Jet. That sounds like Jet. They run for me. Like last year, since I only go right, they ran jet. So that's when TC gave me the ball. TC cuts, and I just have the whole side to just go and do whatever I want.
7 in a row, they couldn't fucking adjust. But year off, So did that mess with your growth as a player, you think?
Like, I could have been working out. That's the
You
thing.
didn't? Like, you were just dead?
I didn't because I'm not gonna lie, when I'm home, home is home. Like, there's no working out there. It's just rest, like recovery time. So I didn't have no gym to go to or nothing. I have no gym to work out at. I was outside, barely. Like, I was outside hooping a little bit, but other than that, I tried working out at home, but I just can't do it. I have to work out somewhere else.
I feel that. I cannot. There was like a home gym. We had like a mini home gym in my house, and I can't. I have to leave.
Bro, throughout COVID, throughout the last, I'd say, 5 years, my parents, like, slowly started adding to equipment, and now it's at a point where it's, like, a pretty viable, like, home gym in my basement. Chris has lifted there a few times. And, like, people's like, oh, yeah, if I had a gym in my house, I would lift every day. I would be huge. Dude, no, you wouldn't. Because there's a difference between getting out of off the couch and into the car, that like, medium in between there and the gym. Because now you're in the gym parking lot, now you left your house.
You
can't go back to the couch.
You can't go back.
But it's hard to get out of the couch and go downstairs.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? Like, mentally.
No, I feel that the drive to the gym is just like, it sets you mentally.
But you're also like,
state.
I'm already here. There's no, if you're lifting at home, there's no point of like, I'm already here.
Well, I'm well past the point of like, I don't want to go to the gym.
Oh yeah, me too.
So like when I get in there, it's just like, I just need to be dialed for a good hour and a half.
You do spend a lot of time on campus though.
I do.
You've been on campus all day probably.
Yeah, I have.
Like literally all day. Do you have class today?
Yeah, I did have class today. I only had one class though.
How far away is your house from campus?
Like 15 minutes. No, not 15 minutes. Like 20 minutes.
That's calm. It's very calm.
I have my license. I got my license this year, but I just don't got a car yet. I'm gonna get that next year. Next year.
You walk?
I don't know. My parents bring me. Like for now, until I get my own car. So.
How do you? What was I gonna say? I just lost my train of thought.
Well, I was gonna go into
you
were recruited.
That's what I was gonna say. Let me tell you. How do you find out about Elms?
So basically, I was just applying to schools, and like Elms was there, and then like I was just applying to Ram School. I applied to Elms. I applied to a lot of schools.
College basketball? Was that the goal?
I'm not gonna lie. When I had a lot of like times where like I didn't know. And my confidence made me like not wanna do that, because like when I was playing in high school, my confidence would go up, down, naturally. By itself. So like it was times where I'm not playing basketball no more. Like once I get to college, I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna do school, get out, and get money, whatever. And then there was times where like I was like, oh, I'm gonna go hoop. I'm gonna kill, So, but I love the game too much to like just stop now. Like I know after everything's said and done, I don't know. This might actually be the one time I like start crying. Like my senior year, my last game.
What do you study?
I do sports management, but I'm a double major in business or management.
What do you want to do? Like if you or do you want to play as professional? The goal after.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I just want a good job, because I want to retire early. But I have a whole plan set right now that I want to do. But I want a good job.
Talk about that plan. Manifest that.
So basically, I'm trying to like after college, since I'm gonna live here next year as an RA. After college, I'm gonna save up junior year, senior year, so I can get an apartment before I'm 25, and I'm trying to have a house before I'm 30. And I'm trying to retire at least before I'm 40, 45 maybe. But that's
what do you want to do?
That's another thing.
You have a sports management degree. You have a whatever.
Yeah, management degree. I just want to own stuff. I want to own businesses and everything. I want to.
The Jewish man can relate to that.
Yeah, I want to own businesses. But then again, it's like my goal ain't to be successful. My goal is to be happy and comfortable. Because you can be successful and not happy. I've seen a lot of people.
I try and tell it to Chris. Me and Chris have this debate every 2 nights a week.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into that right now. But, okay, so you, coming out of high school, you applied here? You weren't planning on playing college basketball?
I'm not going to lie. I didn't even know they had a basketball team until, they, came to me. I think they talked to my coach, my high school coach, and then they would say they were interested in me. Or they called my dad. They called one of them too. And they said they came to my game, one of my games, and I had a good game that game. I think I had like 4 to 5 blocks or something like that. Like, yeah, I had a really good defensive game. So I couldn't have a good I had a good offensive game for myself. I mean, I had a dude averaging 30 on my team. So, yeah. But other than that, yeah, they just came to my games. Coach P came to my games because he was always in Springfield. So he came to my games, watched me play. Coach Southton never came to my games that I know of. I never seen him at one of my games. So, yeah, honestly, I just applied. I got in. And the reason I came here is because it's close to home, but it's not, like, right there. Like, I applied to Springfield College, but I live on the same street as Springfield College. And plus, my mom, I'm not even going to say my parents, my mom is very, like, protective, like, overprotective, but that's her job, so. But see, yeah, that's the only reason why I had picked Elms for real.
But you were like recruited coming, or were you like? Did you walk on, or were you recruited?
I was recruited, kind of. Like he talked to me after the game. Yeah, Coach P talked to me after the game, talking about how like I can get like internships with like the Boston Celtics and stuff. Like as I get older and whatever. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Actually?
We have internship opportunities. We were in one today.
Yeah, we were. You can get internship with like it depends what your major is, but you can get internships with like a pro team. Yeah, there's people who got interested with them. That I'm not gonna lie, that carried it. That like carried the whole thing. I was like,
you a Celtics fan?
No, but that's an NBA team. Yeah, like you got, I'm from Springfield, Mass. Like
did any other schools reach out to you? Or was it
no, I just to be honest, I just applied, and everybody accepted me.
But any coaches at those schools?
I never emailed a single coach. I didn't even email Southall.
Really, really, really lucky. Okay.
Yeah, I never emailed nobody.
So basically, it's like you reach out to a bunch of schools, and it happened that one of the schools that you applied to a lot of schools. Yeah. One of the schools that you applied to, just happened to be. I
mean, there was one school that seen me because I was in this little showcase thing. It was Worcester State, but I'm not gonna lie, that happened way before Elms came in, and I forgot that they wanted me. So like, but then again, they probably would have put me at like I wouldn't have probably never started at Worcester State because they're nice right now.
33.
I think. Yeah, I think they're D3.
The most nonchalant guy. Yeah, took a year off basketball, dunked in 8th grade, didn't even email a single school.
I'm managing the Celtics. It is what it is.
Started my first game as a freshman.
Okay, so clearly you're extremely athletic. So, and you dunked in 8th grade. So, like, at what point did you really solidify your role as like a wing defender, athletic type of guy?
Well, I just.
Yeah, were you ever working on heavy combos and then you're like, maybe
bro, I'm not gonna lie.
Be my game.
I'm not gonna lie. All I worked on was guard stuff. When I play 1-on-1, I play like a guard. I play like a guard all my life. I always wanted to be a guard. I always watched.
Yeah, who do you watch?
I watched KD, straight KD. I wanted to be. You know what's funny? You know how like, no homo. I'm long. My arms are long and everything, bro. When I was younger, I always wanted a superpower, and my superpower was like Mr. Fantastic.
Mr.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
What?
Is that where his arms get longer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I always wanted that superpower, and now like my arms are like, my wingspan is mad. I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It might be like.
Well, he blocked you. What do you think it is?
It might be like. Yeah, I think it's like that. It's probably like that long.
I feel like I have a negative. I feel like I'm like 6'1", 6'2". I feel like I have either proportional.
I don't think so.
Less.
You definitely have proportional. I'm telling you. I think I have like half an inch less. Pause. But like I have T-Rex arms. That's why I can bench more. What's your max bench? I actually just want to know that. Just out of the blue.
Like I think my max is like the most I benched probably like 130.
That cannot be. Like a singular plate.
Really low.
Yeah, bro. I do not like benching at all.
I believe it. You're lengthy as fuck. No one who's lengthy likes benching.
Yes.
Bro, it's not. Yes, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. My dad explained it to me. Yeah. Like when I go to bench compared to a short dude with long, it's like two.
It's more range. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like doing two.
That's why
coming down, going up.
Benching because I'm shorter and I have short.
You didn't even like benching until like a week and a half ago.
He pissed me off. He kept fucking throwing it in my face that he can bench more than me. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take 3 weeks, and by then I'm gonna bench more than you. And he looked dead in the eyes. He's like, no, you're not. 3 weeks later, here we are.
He also is 35 pounds heavier than me.
How much do you think? Whoa! Don't. How much do you think I weigh? If you had to look at my stature.
How much? How tall are you?
I'm borderline 6 foot, but I'm gonna say 5'11".
Probably like 5'10".
I'll say like 215.
Damn, spot on.
Woo!
Yeah, I woke up at 2:15 this morning. So yeah, but still, I can still bench more than you. So that's where we're at right now.
I mean, you got that. Can't check me. Definitely. So, do you? What are your goals for this coming season?
My goals, for both, like team and
Team and individual.
for
Maybe if you have off the court goals as well.
for team goals, I want us to obviously win games, but I want us to make playoffs. If we make playoffs, I'll be satisfied because we haven't made playoffs in like 5 years. Last 5 years.
Ever made the GNAC playoffs?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Before Coach Southall, they was winning championships. Huh? Oh yeah, they were in GNAC, but they were still winning championships.
What's the bottom line number of games you would have to win to go to playoffs? Like bare minimum.
You just gotta make it
gotta win
into
conference.
you just gotta make it into the top 8.
We were 7-11 in conference at Medina made the playoffs as 5 or 6 seeds.
Yeah, you gotta make like the 8th. It's how many teams are in that conference? Like
I think 14.
Yeah, so we got
every conference is different. Like in the Empire 8, there's 6 teams make playoffs, and there's 10 teams in the conference.
Yeah, so you gotta be top 8 in order to make playoffs. And yeah, we know we're close last year. I want to meet. I don't care if we're 8. I want to be in the playoffs. At least get a chance. Because once we're there, that's when I'm in like dog mode. Like I'm trying to win. I'm trying to win a chip.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Medai won the conference championship like the year before me and Chris got there, and went to the NCAA tournament, and they lost in the first round in a pretty close game to Marietta, who ended up like going to the Final Four or something like that. But they were maybe they were the 6th seed out of 6, or maybe it was only 4 teams that made. I think only 4 teams made the playoffs in the AMCC, and they were the 4th seed. And they took off the 1 seed, they took off the 2 seed, and they made it to the tournament. And they were like, you're not getting a bye to the AMCC. It's not like a good enough conference, but they made the tournament. So anything can happen. Because at the end of the day, every single person, regardless of level, is a college basketball player. Like we're all in here, NCAA sanctioned, only 6 days a week, but like 2, 3, 4 hours a day. Like everybody is. So it's like any team could beat any team, really.
That's so facts. That is.
Coach Southall literally said today the team, St. Joseph's Connecticut, which is the best team in the conference last year, who was ranked number 1 in the country all year, lost in the
Yeah, they lost in the chip to the 2nd best team in the GNAC.
They were undefeated the whole year.
Yeah, they were undefeated the whole time, bro.
And they lost.
But they had all like grad students and seniors that been together for like 4 years.
Like Utica was they were how many? They were 18-0 in conference.
Mm-hmm.
And then lost.
18-1.
They're 18-1, and they lost to
St. John Fisher.
St. John Fisher in the semifinals, not even in the finals, in the semifinals. Damn. They ended up getting a bye.
They're supposed to be a D2 school, so they're probably moving up.
They're moving up to D2 either this year or next year. They got a bye to the tournament and won a game in the tournament. Like they're a very elite program. But anything. We took Utica to.
We should have won that.
Yeah, we were up by like I think we were up 1 or either 3 or 1, and then. They got a bucket. I think we were up 3. They got a bucket, and our coach got a tech. So they hit the free throw. So now we're up 3. Now it's a tie game.
You said your coach got a tech.
Yeah.
And then they hit it.
He was big
so
mad.
they hit it. They got a bucket. Coach got a tech.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was a push off or whatever it was. Coach like just emotions, whatever. Whatever. So now we're up 1. They hit the free throw, tie. And then they hit a 3 on that extra possession and kind of swung it around.
If I recall, that was a really biased game, though, the way they called that.
They did not. The refs did not want Medai to beat Utica.
And even the announcers, bro, were like, "I can't believe Medai's still in this game. When is Utica gonna put them away?" And we were like, listening to this, like, "Damn, I don't have a chance right now."
Yeah, like, it was. Yeah, but like anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Yeah, but like
what do you call it? Hardwick beat Nazareth.
That's fucked.
By like heavily. That's like a lower. Like we beat them twice.
Mm-hmm.
They were either they made the playoffs, but they were I think the 6th seed or the 5th seed or something like that. But they beat the
number 2 team.
2 team in the conference, and they were nationally ranked all year, top 25. And it was insane. Like just anything can happen in college basketball.
Yeah, like he was saying, it's always the teams with fucking grad students in 5th years and shit that end up
Yes.
being really good teams because they
Oh my
just
goodness.
get fucking cycled
Yeah.
through the same
You
system.
look at the NBA, and you have whatever the Heat were the 8th seed, but if you look who's on the Heat,
Yeah.
doesn't matter what they did in the regular season. Their
Facts.
season, they have Jimmy
That's
Butler, they have Bam Adebayo,
exactly.
they have Duncan Robinson, they have all these guys who've been to the finals, who whatever. So now it's playoffs is a whole new game, right? You even look at the Lakers. The Lakers were they were in the play-in. The Lakers, they won the play-in and they won they went into the conference finals.
Yup.
Because they have La Busy Bron James, the most seasoned.
Yeah. You've listened to the podcast a few times. We need to hear some crazy basketball stories from your life.
Yeah, but I didn't even finish the first thing.
What's Kit?
Oh, shit.
I didn't do my goals.
Oh, shit.
What do we be doing that sometimes? We just be like
The
going
goals.
Well, my singular goals is to be this year. I have a plan. This year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. And then
You're gonna fight Neil for that spot. He said the same
I don't know
thing.
what Neil was on when he said he was the best defender on the team. Sorry, Neil. Shout out to Neil. But yeah, my goal, because last year I was like second best defender on the team. It was TC. So in practice we usually get like the best defender during practice, or whoever has the most deflections during practice gets a black jersey, and that means you're like the best defender on the team right now.
Oh, you want to be the team defensive player of the year?
Yeah, I want to be the conference GNAC defensive player of the year. So last year I finished 5th in blocks
Very solid.
as a freshman.
Where
Yeah.
are you rebounds?
Huh?
Where in rebounds?
I don't know. I don't care. I care about defense. This year I care about defense.
If you have a good rebounding season, that can only help.
Yeah, it do. It depends like where I rebound at, but yeah, it's definitely to get defensive player of the year easily. That I feel like that's easy for me. I remember I had like 5 or 6 steals one game last year, so like that really like helped me, and I can average like a good like 2-3 blocks a game. I told myself I was gonna do that senior year. I probably averaged like 3. Like no, senior year of high school, I probably averaged like 3. My coach didn't believe that I could average more than 1. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna average like 3. I probably did. So.
Okay, so crazy basketball stories. If you have any. If you don't, we can move on. But
I do. Like, there's one. Like, okay, I guess it's a crazy one because, so we was at, I don't know if y'all know what hoop hall is.
Hoop Hall?
Like the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, Basketball Hall of Fame hoop hall. Like where all these like guys come in and they hoop, whatever. So they had one. They always have some hoop hall at Springfield. So, the first day of hoop hall, cause it's like 4 days long. They get like the local teams, the city teams, and then they do the far away like California, IMG, like Mount Vert. All these teams come in and play.
Come to Springfield.
And play in Springfield College.
Okay.
So we was playing in it my senior year. So we faced this team called Sabbath. They had a sophomore that was like 6'7", 6'6". I had to guard him obviously.
What's the school called again?
Sabbath. It's called Springfield International something now. But yeah, it was a low scoring game because it was a really good defensive game. But then again, we got killed. Our second best scorer, like he had a bad game. Then again, our first scorer or the main scorer, he had a R8 game too. I don't really score like that, mind you. I'm just defensive guy, so I'm just playing my role a little bit and rebounding. So after the game, tempers are high. Like one of the guys on the other team, he was talking like crazy to everybody, and he wasn't even doing nothing. But I'm not gonna lie, that's my boy.
Is he the
Yeah.
toughest player on the team, or like someone's not there?
I'm not gonna lie, that's my boy. Anyways, like I play AAU with him, but he was talking crazy. So his dad was talking crazy in the stands. And we just hear him, and then we hear his dad. My teammates are arguing with him, arguing with his dad in the stands. So then after the game's over, we lost because they just played better than us that day. And all I see is my coach. Like, first of all, tempers are high, and I have teammates that like to fight on my team. So
sounds familiar.
Yeah. So yeah. So then my coach walks over there. Like I just see him walk over like fast too. He's walking over fast. I thought he was going to punch him in the face. Like he walked over there like he was about to start a fight, and it was like everybody like gathered around him like they were about to start fighting. So it was like, and I see my teammates they're getting held back as like they're trying to run, trying to fight or whatever. I'm like, yo, this is ridiculous. And mind you, I'm cool, and like I'm like just sitting there. I'm like, yo, y'all bugging. This makes us look bad. Like y'all doing all this like commotion, and like we're like, bro, we lost. Like I'm not gonna take a loss like bad unless like we really losing. No, we are having a good season. That's why I really didn't care. And I'm not gonna like start a fight unless like someone starts it with me. And I'm not gonna talk to nobody unless they talk to me. So yeah, I feel like I have more. I just can't remember. Like
I have a crazy one now that you bring that up. Like I've never said on the podcast. I completely forgot until you
I
said
thought
it.
about one too that I just realized that piece of the fighting story. I was like, that reminds
We
me.
were, you know, like the Phoenix League.
I just remember one.
So, it's this like league, a little bit sketchy, a little bit ghetto, a little bit in these like.
Some background back.
Yeah.
Like
But whatever. There's some good teams there, but it was like. You know, like, brothers. It's like, you know, like Execution or like not like those teams that are like not real, like they practice. It's just like a lot of hood dudes that put together like that play on a team. You know, it was like a lot of those teams, right? A lot of guys who like we would not play or like go to like some random JUCO, like one of those teams. So we played in this tournament, and we were a pretty good team. We were a pretty high level team, and we beat this team who was like not great. I actually had a boy on that team, and after the thing, one like in the handshake line, this one guy on their team like checked one of my teammates, and they pushed him back. After that, it was a fucking in this gym war. It was a war scene, bro. You had parents hitting kids.
Yeah.
You had like two refs pushing one of my teammates against the wall, like calm him down. He was like an animal, this guy. And he's punch swinging at the refs. You have parents fighting kids. You have kids fighting parents. You have parents fighting other parents. It was in his gym, and then we both got kicked out of the tournament.
That just reminded me of one.
It was dude. It was like, and I was like, I'm not a fighting kid, and I was like trying to.
You don't say.
And I was trying to like pull my teammate, but it was like I was like, what the fuck is going on? It was like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah,
Like,
you just reminded me of another one of my dad when he was fighting at one of my games. I was like 11.
I got in a fight at one of your games.
Yeah, no, he didn't get into one. Like, luckily.
Maybe I would talk more crazy if I had a aggressive 6'5" father.
Yeah.
No, my dad is I'm not quiet 6'4".
My dad's a quiet 5'9". Like
my dad wouldn't start a fight with a B. So.
Nah, you gotta understand. Like, it was a ref. The ref started it. He thought my dad was talking about it, but it's not. First of all, he was talking about like, I guess they had he had beef with my dad before, like back in the day, whatever. And so, tell this little story real fast. So basically, like my dad was like, "Bro, I'm not even talking about you. Like, leave me alone." Ref kept going at him, like kept talking to him. So my dad
he's running up and down the sideline.
Yes. Yes. He's going up and down talking to my dad, and I'm looking. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm 11, by the way. I'm 11. I'm in what 5th grade or 6th grade, something like that. I'm like, what's going on? And all I see is my dad getting wild. Luckily, so I'm Christian, right? My dad's an elder in the church right now. He was a deacon back then. Yo, when he gets hood, you can't take the hood out of nobody. I'm telling you.
You can't take the hood out the man.
Yes, he was ready. Luckily, my friend played with me that went to church with me, so his mom calmed him down. But then all of a sudden, like, the ref went outside and started fighting my other teammate's dad. He started kicking. I was like,
everybody.
Yo, that ref wanted to smoke, and it wasn't even. It's not like he was punching. No, he was kicking. I was like, who just starts off kicking in a fight?
Yeah, that reminds me too. I actually do have another story too. Fuck, dude. I have a couple, but like, you know MPH?
Yeah.
So MPH is this league. It's one of those leagues where you have court, and it's really packed in, and there's not a lot of room. Mm-hmm. So the stands, if you're playing and people are watching you play, they're a foot behind you. Like, it's packed. Like, people are talking shit. It's right there. It's real. It's real raw.
Yeah.
Like, and one of the games was between two teams that really, really didn't like each other. And
Do you know what teams were there?
It was Burloak Elite and I don't know if I remember the other team, but it was Burloak and one of the teams. And
Burloak's a new team. That was before I was playing in Canada.
And Burloak was talking all this shit about how they were going to beat them before the game and everything, and they got in the court, and it was actually a decent game. But one of the dads in the stands, that was the Burloak kid's dad, was talking shit to a player. And during one of the plays on a fast break, this kid came down, laid the ball up, ran up the stands, slapped the dad in the face. I swear to God. And then came back down on fucking defense. And the dad jumps in it was fucking made.
He hit a layup, ran into the stands.
It was fucking crazy, bro. Like, bro,
that's insane.
It's right there. So like he made the layup and ran. It was fucking crazy. And then,
you were watching this?
I was on the sidelines in like the middle. It was crazy, bro.
That's insane.
Fucking insane. Like, there's so many stories from MPH, bro. Like, one kid absolutely snapped his ankle in half, and they had to like throw a blanket over him. It was crazy as fuck. MPH was a wild time.
That's like a pretty like high level league too.
No, MPH has a lot of dudes who went D1, D2. One of them went to fucking.
It's like an
UMass.
AAU. It's like a Canadian AAU circuit.
It's tough.
It's like. I think. Like, what else you got?
I'm thinking, man. I'm trying to find some stuff in my brain. This is why I wish we would have done some shit beforehand.
I might as well do the elephant in the room.
Oh, like, shit. I was going to ask him that with the Tay shit. And the,
yeah.
What is that? What is it? What's going on?
So basically, like, I just came out, like, last year about it. I have Tourette's. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you don't see it unless, like, you're really, like, sitting with me. And you, like, if like what we're doing now, and I'm just sitting down, either the only way... Like, I can control it for the
really
most part.
mild?
Yeah, it's mild
I've
now.
never noticed anything before.
That's what I was saying. I did. You
Y'all haven't sat with me like really like at the lunch table. Like I make noises, but like you gotta really like listen in order to like hear it. So like yeah, I have Tourette's, I have ADHD too. So that's why I'm always doing this and everything. But like I didn't come out till last year because I did like even though people probably still knew what I had. Like 6th grade, I couldn't control it at all. It was different when I was in 6th grade. It's like there was like phases. So I was like, 6th grade, I was yelling, like middle class, just yelling, like barking, like types of, yeah.
That's interesting.
No, I knew there was a kid in my school who had that. You'd be doing like the national anthem and be dead silent, and he would just throw a swear word out
That's
there.
like I feel like that's so terrifying for like the kid because like you have no control over that. Like,
Yeah, you could. I had no control.
You know it's happening though.
I know it's gonna come,
but you don't know what's gonna.
I
be said.
I didn't cuss. I never cussed.
Never.
But that's because I was a church kid.
If I had Tourette's on some calm shit, I would definitely just do that for fun. Just like start chucking swear words because they can't say it.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely thought about doing that. Like like just in the middle of like a test. Like my Tourette's are like they're going crazy right now. I need to leave.
Has that affected you basketball wise?
No, not at all. I'm not even gonna lie.
So why did Tay bring that up?
He brung it up because like he like messing with me. That's all.
Like, he's gonna
but like he.
That's funny. He's a dickhead.
Yeah, he is. But
you I'm not shit back though.
Yeah, of course. He's fat. I don't care. Nah, I love you, Tay. He know I love him. But it's all. I'm not gonna lie. It's all love at the end of the day. Like I came out because like I'm older now and I actually understand. I did my research on it and everything. So now I watched a movie on it. There was like a movie about a guy who had Tourette's and he became a teacher.
Oh, I think I might have seen that.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite movies now.
Actually, then he didn't get hired because he had Tourette's.
Yes, and then he got hired at one school and he had Tourette's.
And then the parents didn't want the kids in that class because they weren't learning.
Yes, I watched that whole movie and I loved it because that's exactly what I'm going through. And I love like when I see people like with Tourette's or something, I like get excited because like it's something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's someone that has like the same thing as me. So.
Do you have any?
I wouldn't have noticed. Like I did. Until you said that, I had like I probably still won't notice. I'm not even gonna lie.
Have you do you have any like strategies to help you? I mean, this is coming from very.
I just breathe.
Like, ignorance. It's like I don't want to say like control. Like I don't really know how.
Now I can control it.
What
like
type of like strategies? Does it like?
When does it flare up? Is it like when you're anxious?
When I'm just calm. Like when I'm calm and relaxed, it comes out. Sometimes when I'm like running. You'll hear it, but people think it's like allergies or something. That's why I used to cover up with it, allergies. So, but yeah, when I'm running and I'm tired, like I sometimes do it, like when I'm playing basketball and stuff. But other than that, it don't really come out for real.
There's this. When I was like younger, like really young, I played like for like one of the best teams in like Canada when I was like 5th, 6th, and 7th grade.
I'm gonna make a montage of how many times you said that on the podcast.
Well, I need to preface that like the level I was like it was really, and there was one of the teams that was like in our circuit. Their best player had like Tourette's and like he would like I don't want to like imitate it, but he would like kind of like shake his like head.
Yeah, I should do that.
But then he would just get a bucket. Like he was so elite, bro. He would like you'd be like what the hell, and then he would just hit it like, and he was tough as shit then. He's playing college. He plays I don't know what's some sort of college. Like in Canada, like I don't know if it's Niagara. I don't know his name. I don't exactly know where but I know he plays at some Canadian college and he's like doing well. Like as a freshman, he like started or played big minutes, averaged like double digits. I've seen some highlights. Like he is a fucking hooper.
This dude said he shook his head.
But bro, he like
and got a bucket.
Bro, like,
it was an extra hezzy.
Dude, I don't even know, but it was like and like it was like very present but it was like he was so tough. I was thinking like how does that not affect him?
No, you just gotta.
But I guess you have a challenge and you learn how to work through it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Honestly,
do you think that's kind of like helped you in other areas of your life as well? Like kind of just like I don't want to say problem solving, but like working through challenges or like being perseverant, stuff like that.
I mean, it definitely gave me more confidence for sure. Like I didn't come out till my freshman year of college. I had this all my life. So like,
bro, when
now,
you keep saying coming out, I
he's like looking at some gay shit.
I thought you were gonna come out on a podcast. I'm like,
no, that's
definitely a first.
no,
Still, but that's definitely a
no.
When you say come, it's funny as fuck.
No.
I thought I was gonna say it after the show, but like, times I just wanted to address it. I thought you were gonna come out. I thought you were
definitely not. Hell
like,
no.
I want someone to come out on the podcast.
Not me. not him. Not this guy.
That was very unexpected.
There we go. Okay, we're back. We're live. Shipped across the border. First time.
All right, so before we kind of get into the episode,
This is after, but it's before, but it's after.
After. So after my meeting with Coach Southall had meetings with everybody who.
Oh, we're going to this.
Yeah, I thought that's what RJ was talking about before. Whatever. So basically, I had a meeting. Coach told me that whatever, like, we don't need to go into the meeting, but basically, I had a meeting with everybody, what your role on the team would be, or like if you made the team or not. And when Coach told me what I got a roster spot, and then after our meeting, he told me to go get Chris because Chris was in the gym. And
I'm officially replacing Max Rolnick as Elms' #1 option to shoot 3 balls.
Absolutely not. But tell him what he told you.
Well, basically, I'm gonna be. It's kind of weirdly worded, but I'm gonna be the. First of all, Shipped Across the Border is officially Elms Athletics College #1
radio
podcast.
Radio show podcast.
We're official.
What we're doing is representing the Elms Athletic Department, which is very cool, kind of a cool honor.
We have a stamp. We have an official stamp of
honor. So we'll get on more. I guess we'll have people on the women's team, and then we'll kind of maybe diversify into having other athletes of other sports. We'll see how that goes. We'll kind of see.
And
make a lot more work for Chris, but
that's always what happens. And I'm gonna run Elms. What?
He better pay y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, if you're gonna.
That's not about. Drop a contract.
Bro, I texted Brad, and he was saying the same shit. He's like, "You getting paid?" I was like, "I don't think so." But yeah, and I'm gonna run.
To be in some sort of an internship at least or something.
That's what he said. He said it was gonna be like an internship. But and I'm gonna run Elms athletic page.
No, I think it was the basketball page. Because the basketball page right now is Coach Southall's personal account.
He'd be posting stuff on that. I'm sorry, Coach Southall, but we need someone better, bro. Like, that's ridiculous. Our page is so boring. The girls' page is so lit. Oh my goodness.
So Chris is gonna take that over, and then so Shipped Across the Border is the official representation, I guess, social media wise, of the Elms Athletic Department, which is huge for us. It's a huge step in the right direction, and very excited about that. I'm very excited about the season. Obviously, the trial process is very extensive, but feel grateful to have been given a roster spot and now going to be in the hunt to compete for playing time and get that shooter spot locked down in the coming weeks. And so now we kind of get into RJ's episode. We kind of just want to know, like, what is your why? Like, why?
We're trying to make this sound like we recorded this before.
Can you just let it flow?
Why would we do that though? They know we didn't record this before.
They don't know shit.
Well, now
now they do.
Now they do. All right, RJ, what is your why? You're talking before about how very big Christian. So. And you have a quote, first ever official quote prepared for the Shipped Across the Border podcast. This is probably the most prepared a guest has been for the podcast. So talk about a little bit about your why and what you have prepared.
So basically, I go by, one of my few quotes I go by is faith without works is dead. So basically that means that if I don't believe in something, and if I believe in something and I don't put the work in, it won't work. So, like, I believe, like, during the season, I believe that I could be Defensive Player of the Year. If I don't put the work in, like, literally, I was working on my legs, I was working on my arms so I could get stronger, so I want to get bumped as much as I, like, used to. So, basically, that's the works part of that quote. And I believe that I can do that. I believe in, like, me being successful. I manifest a lot of stuff. I always say stuff and put it in the air, so I manifest it.
For sure.
Like, I'm gonna be a great businessman. I'm gonna have a lot of money when I'm older, have a great family, all that. So if I believe that and put the work in, yeah, it's gonna come to pass.
Because also, I think it goes the other way around. Is if you work your ass off but you don't believe in yourself, then you're in that same position as someone who believes and doesn't put the work in. Like, you're nowhere. Like, you gotta have a combination of that sweat equity and, like, put in the work every day. And then also that belief to kind of like make that work.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about, or what were you gonna say?
No, I was
gonna say talk a little bit about your faith and how that, like, apart from that quote, kind of like helps.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I've been in the church since I was, like, born. Like, I was born into the church. So.
Do you go to church?
Yes, I still go to church now. My church is down the street.
I'm Jewish, so I'm not familiar about. Is it?
My church is down the street. I go there every Sunday, and then I got to go there during the week, like, multiple times for service and stuff. Really? It's Deliverance Center Ministries. You can call. It's on 336 Springfield Street. If you want
Shout out
to stop by.
Shout out the church.
But yeah, I've been going there since I was a little kid, and it's hard like trying to leave. Like I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of people that like leave and like don't go back to church. But me, it's different. I run my life through God. Like I think that God can get me through anything. Like that's why I'm not fearing nobody. Like I don't care who you are. I'm gonna get through what I need to get through, and if it gotta go through you, I'm gonna get through you. Literally, as long as I got God, God can do whatever. I can do whatever through God. That's my mindset.
That faith is very, very important. I think like you got to believe in something, whether it's yourself and you have full control over your destiny, your future, and you take that into your own hands, or you believe that it's a combination of both. I think like it's very hard to get somewhere if you believe in nothing. You know what I mean?
I can bench 225.
Shit, we'll find out on Thursday. So yeah, but I think how long are we going for?
Yeah, 49 minutes.
We've been going for a while. I think we can wrap it up and just like, what's kind of like one piece of advice that you give to your younger self, or I guess you have a little bro that's trying to play college basketball. Someone in that position like wants to play college basketball. What would you tell them?
Just keep working, stay accountable for yourself, and yeah, that's it. And keep your confidence. I'm not gonna lie, I saw Neil's thing. Yes, confidence is so key, because once you lose that, you're done. I see so many guys that they're not even bad players. Just their confidence just wasn't there. And once your confidence is gone, you lose yourself. Hooping. Like when it comes to hooping, you lose yourself. Well, in anything really, you need confidence in a lot of things. Just accountability and keep your confidence. Honestly.
Awesome.
GG's.
Thank you for coming on, brother.
No problem.
RJ, otherwise known as not Rodney, otherwise known as...
Oh my gosh.